Um, it's been a while, and I've been wanting to make this video for actually quite a long time, pretty much since I first started doing ASMR videos, and well, today's the day. Basically, I want to do just like a knit and natter video because I don't really see many knitting ASMR videos, and I love it. I love doing knitting. So I thought, why not? Hopefully this'll work for somebody. I'm sure. So sorry, my lighting is not great at the moment. See, I don't know if turning on my Christmas lights would do anything. No. Uh, just slightly. Now what you see is my hairy legs. Right. Okay. So this might not actually work out too well, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, so I'm currently making a hat. Actually, I'm making a hat. This one's for me. And then I've got another one started for a friend because he lost his hat a few years ago and has never replaced it. So I said, you know what? I'll make you a hat since I'm making one for myself. This is going to be quite a wobbly video because I'm doing the leg trick again. I've also started learning how to knit in the round. I've always wanted to learn how, and there's quite a bit I can do on the flat. But I quite like to learn how to knit in the round because it's really useful, and that there's so I love this wool. It's really pretty. There are so many patterns, particularly hat and sock patterns, that are in the round, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to learn how to do that. I also discovered Brighton's apparently only sort of speciality wool shop called Yak, and it's a really great shop, and the women in there are really friendly and helpful, and they have these beautiful like speciality wools, and they're really expensive. I mean, I saw a skein of wool in there that was like 18 quid. I mean, it was beautiful, like merino and probably, hand dyed and all the rest of it. It was gorgeous, gorgeous wool or yarn, and yeah, I can see myself spending a lot of money in that shop now I know about it. I learned how to make hats in the flat many years ago, probably when I was about 17. So God, about 9 years ago, and I make one for myself periodically, and and it seems I'm just as bad as my friend because I lose them, and then I have to make myself another, or I give them away or something. Um, but yeah, I don't often knit in the summer because I'm sort of busy doing other things, but in the winter I tend to do quite a bit because it's a low energy activity that that I can kind of do without thinking about too much. But also I can do it and feel like I'm doing something productive if I'm having a bad day. It just keeps my hands busy, keeps my mind a little bit busy, and yeah, so well, it's quite, for me, it's quite therapeutic. I quite enjoy it. It was also it's been a really great tool for not smoking because it keeps my hands busy. Oh, this yarn is, I've got to be honest, this yarn is really annoying because there's this silver thread running through it, and it seems to kind of have a different tension than the strands of fluffy yarn. Yeah, that's actually fine. Okay. Which is a bit annoying, and I have to just sort of keep readjusting it and adjusting the yarn, and it's just, oh god, it's a lot of effort. Apparently, after December the 1st, it's really hard to find advent calendars. I can kind of, like, I get why most people will have bought them for December the 1st, but I was a bit late buying mine, and I went into like Tesco's and Sainsbury's, like all my local ones, which had previously stocked them, and they now no longer have them. And I went into it's quite big Tesco near me, and they didn't have any either, even in their like Christmas aisle. I was quite disappointed. So it looks like I might not have an advent calendar this year, but c'est la vie. Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing a thing for Christmas. I've actually decorated my room. I have a little Christmas tree. I have lights on my window. I have tinsel and baubles hanging from the ceiling, all sorts. Like, I haven't gone crazy, and I've done it in non-traditional colours. I've gone for blue and silver with a little bit of purple thrown in. yeah, I don't normally do it. The main reason I kind of decided to do it this year is because I've got a few friends who are just from various bits of the world. And obviously they're here on their own. They don't have any family here, so uh, I thought I'd collect strays and have Christmas dinner and that kind of thing. So yeah. So this is my hat so far. This is going to be quite a baggy hat, which is why this bit is kind of so long. But I found this yarn in Tiger, and I just thought with the little sequins it was so pretty. And I like grey. I think grey is such an underrated colour, and I have a lot of things that are grey, but this is like grey with a bit of pizzazz. This is grey with panache. So I just had to buy it and make a hat from it. But I'm quite glad I bought two skeins of it because I'm running low on this one. You can see all these kind of loopy bits, and this is what I mean about the tensions being different. So occasionally I just have to take up some of the slack on on these loopy bits. But this is the wrong side of my work anyway. So this will be, all of these loopy bits will be inside my hat rather than outside. So, okay. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so this is the right side of my work. As you can see, it's much neater. So I did a 4x4 rib because I like large ribs. I think they're nice on hats. And then just to go out a stitch all the way up. And I'll probably do like maybe another like inch or two, and or maybe 2 inches. I think I like my hats to be a bit sort of baggy and floppy. I'll do another inch or two, and then I can start doing my reductions, and then I can sew it up, and it will be done. So that's this yarn. I'll come back to in a second. I'll show you my very small, meagre yarn collection. I used to have like quite a big yarn collection, but I don't anymore. But I've started thinking it again. So this is the yarn that my friend picked out, and as you can see, it's a really nice colorway. I really like this sort of the grey and different colored greys and white and the red. I think it's really pretty. But this is actually a sock yarn, and so it's going to be a fairly thin hat, and I've never knitted with a yarn this skinny before, so I don't know if I've done quite the right amount of stitches. I hope so. But I've done quite a stretchy cast on, so even if I haven't, it should be fine. But if not, I'll just take it apart, start again. So yes, this is in its very, very early stages, but I love the sounds that these needles make when I'm knitting with them, because they're wood. Like most of the time when I have needles, I use metal ones just because they're a bit sturdier and I'm not gentle. But these are I think they're pine, and they're really pretty little needles. These also came from Yak, and they are a bit more expensive than what I'm used to paying for needles, but they're pretty, and they look like tiny magic wands, so I kind of want to just pick them up and be like Wingardium Leviosa at people, because I'm also a geek. So yeah, I like these, and I like the sound they make. So that's hat number 2. So that's that one. And this next bunch of yarn is going to be quite messy because I didn't realise it was going to this was all twisted together in one skein. This is about 100 grams of wool. I was going to try and sort of twist it into a more sensible shape of skein that's a bit more compact, but I haven't quite worked out how to do it, and I tried, and then I sort of gave up because it got really messy. So yeah, this is my first ever set of circular needles. This method I'm using is called Magic Loop, and it's not too bad to use actually, and I like it because it kind of knits in garter stitch automatically. So this is just a test piece. Might do one round quickly just to show you. It's like so. These needles are quite pointy though, so great for building up calluses. Well, it seems like one of my housemates is still awake, so if you hear any loud banging, apologise. But sometimes you just can't predict these things. There's about to be a loud bang. There we are. Okay, so that's one end of my loop. So now we turn our work. Oops. Thread this back through. Make beautiful and facing all the same way. That's over the back. Oops. Turn away. That's the one. There we go. That's it. That's Magic Loop. So that's one round. You've just watched me knit. One whole round. That's what it looks like underneath. So yeah, so that's that. And I have no idea what I'm going to make with this yarn yet. Probably another hat. But it'll be... Oh, I've got to cross my legs. Oh, there we go. Hopefully that will stay where it's supposed to. I hope so. Yeah, another cool thing actually that happened to me is that a local radio station has asked me to, this isn't ASMR related by the way, but a local radio station called Radio Reverb in Brighton have asked me to be on one of their shows and be interviewed, because I did a sort of little vox pop thing for World AIDS Day vigil I went to on Tuesday, and I mentioned that I was quite out at work, and I mentioned where I worked and stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you should totally like come in for an interview. Like, sounds really interesting. We really want to talk to you." So I spoke to the woman who does the show, and she seemed really keen to talk to me. So I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." And I think that's happening next Thursday. So so yeah, that's quite exciting and cool. You know, it's nice that the why you choosing to be really out and stuff can be quite an educational thing for, like, if it helps people to understand and helps people to kind of, you know, be kinder to trans people and think about our needs, because we do have some unique needs, I think, then it can only be a good thing. So, you know, so I was like, yeah, I'll totally do that. And I'm doing a knit this time, not pearl. And also, another cool thing happened today. I'm on a social network for LGBT, or aimed at LGBT people, called Moves. And a friend of mine sort of pointed me at it, and I was like, okay, cool. And I've been doing a lot of fitness stuff. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I had a about 2 week break from doing it. And now I'm back on it again. But anyway, so I post about this on Moves, rather than my sort of regular Facebook, because I think some of my friends are just really not interested, whereas, you know, the friends I've made on Moves, like, a lot of them are into that kind of thing, and it's quite nice. Anyway, so I post about it periodically. I posted like an update picture, and today, and that was like yesterday, I think. Anyway, today, or a few hours ago, I get a message from a user on there, and I go and look at their profile. Turns out this woman is the head of marketing for Moves, and she's and she's started following me on there, and she was like, so we really want to promote trans fitness. How do you feel about putting yourself forward for it? And I said, well, yeah, sure. You know, again, if it helps to inspire and educate and all the rest, you know, then it's great, and also probably help keep me a bit more honest, keep me motivated to keep doing it. And she was like, great. You know, do you have any kind of posting schedule already? And I said, well, no, not really. I just kind of update as and when. But I could create one. She hasn't got back to me yet, but you know, if they want to kind of really push this and they want to use me as somebody to do that with, then yeah, I'll totally do it. Like, but it's a little bit scary because it means that, like, I really have to step up my game a little, and, like, if I'm gonna do this, you know, I want to do it properly. I want to commit to it and stuff. So yeah, so it's quite exciting, really. Like, I'm kind of, in terms of trans stuff, you know, people are interested in what I'm doing and what I do, so that's kind of cool. I also got referred back to Charing Cross, which was a relief. That was my roommate again, sorry about that. I got referred back to Charing Cross, which is a great relief. I'm really pleased about that, because it means I can start moving all of that forward again. My manager at work has been really great about it. He was just like, oh yeah, if you need someone to come with you and argue with them, like, I'll come and do that, because, you know, he's my friend and not just my manager. I was like, yeah, that'd be really cool. So I think they'll be. I'm sort of hoping it's a first for them actually, that they've had somebody's manager from work come with them for moral support. I really hope that I'm the first person to do that. But also, it just makes my case look even better, really, because they have this stupid real life criteria shenanigans that you have to follow, and yeah, well, I think that would probably more than prove it. So I'm actually, getting out there and doing peoply things and all the rest. Yeah, so it's kind of exciting, really. So yeah, I guess I have all these I have this fitness stuff going on. I have all these little creative projects um and all this sort of stuff, really, and it's kind of cool, actually. Um, I'm still kind of doing colouring, using my colouring books, which I'll probably do a video on at some point, I'm sure. I haven't forgotten people's requests. I just haven't had the time to kind of do them. And also because of my fitness thing, one of my requests um, is my favourite sweets and biscuits and that kind of stuff. So it's well, I really want to do it because sweets and biscuits. Who doesn't love sitting and eating them and rustling packets? But I'll have to pick my moment with that very carefully. I'll have to do that on a cheat day. And do that one then. But it's Christmas anyway, so I'm going to be getting a bunch of crackers and things of that nature for when my wayward strays come round for Christmas dinner. Okay, so there's some knitting for you. So I'm going to let you guys go. Hopefully that was quite relaxing and lovely for you. And if anyone, I guess, wants to see what casting on and stuff looks like, then let me know, and I can, I guess, do a video on that. This probably won't be the last knitting video I ever do. But yeah, so let me know, and I hope you all have a very lovely and peaceful evening. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon.